standard students. Today in this session we are going to learn more about congruence of triangles, and also we are going to learn how to write their correspondence parts. Okay, so look at here I have drawn two triangles, triangle ABC and triangle PQR. Both triangles are in same size and in same shape. That means they are corresponds, or we can say they are congruent to each other. So how we can write their congruency? Already in the last session we have studied how to write the congruency between two triangles. Okay, so there is a one symbol to write the congruency. So we will write here triangle ABC congruent to triangle PQR like this way. Look at here. Triangle ABC congruent triangle PQR. Okay. Let's go. Suppose this we have cut the triangle ABC and PQR as in given shape and size, and if we place on them each other, so which vertices and which sides will fall on the another triangle? Let's suppose triangle ABC. If I cut the paper in the shape of triangle ABC and also in the shape of triangle PQR, and I placed both the papers on each other. Suppose I place the triangle ABC on triangle PQR. So which vertices will fall on which vertices of another triangle? Look at here. That vertices A will fall on vertices P. Vertice B will fall on vertice Q. As like that, vertice C will fall on vertice R. Very good. This is related about the vertices. Now we are going to discuss about their sides, and we know that while writing the sides about the triangles we are always using the word or symbol of segment. Very good. So when I place a paper of triangle ABC on triangle PQR, so which sides will fall along with the another triangle? Segment AB will fall along segment PQ. Segment BC will fall along segment QR. And segment AC will fall along segment PR. That means when we place both the papers on each other, they are touching with each other in the same size and in same length. Okay, that means that vertices and that sides are corresponds to each other. So as like we are writing the congruency by using the symbols, also we are using the symbols to write their corresponds parts also. Okay, so we will write about the corresponding vertices. Look at here. First of all, I will write about the vertices. Okay, corresponding vertices. So how we have to write the vertices here? Okay, which vertices? A and P. Okay, so I will write here. While writing the vertices, we are not going to use any symbols of corresponds. A and P. Second one, D and Q. And the third one, C and R. Okay. Now we are going to write about the corresponding sides. So while writing the corresponding sides, we are also not going to use any symbols. Okay. But we are going to write these sides as corresponds to each other. Look at here. Corresponding here I have explained this new part, but yes. Corresponding sides. So which sides are there? Side AD and side PQ. Then side BC and side QR. Then the third one, angles. Already we have discussed about the vertices and sides. Now directly we are going to write the corresponding angles. Look at here how we can write it. Corresponding angles. So the first one, angle A corresponds to, or we can write directly angle A and angle E. Directly angle B and angle Q. And the third one, angle C and angle R. These are the corresponding parts of triangle ABC and triangle PQR, which are congruent triangle to each other. So when we are writing the corresponding sides and angles and vertices, when they are corresponding, when they are congruent to each other. But now we have to write here about their corresponding triangles also. And while writing the corresponding triangle, we are going to use here the symbol of correspondence. How we can write it? I am going to write here the corresponding triangles here. Triangle A, B, C corresponds to triangle. What we have to write here? The name of triangle PQR we can write in a many ways. Right? Triangle PQR, triangle QRP, triangle RPQ, or triangle PRQ. But while writing the corresponding angles, we have to write the proper name. Already look at here what we have write here, corresponding vertices, angle A and P. So if A is at the first place, so for writing, while writing the name of the triangle PQR, what we have to write at the first place? P, because A and P are corresponding vertices. So we will write here P. Then B, and which vertex is corresponding to B? Q. So we will write here Q. Then C, and C is corresponds to R. So triangle ABC corresponds to triangle PQR. And what is the symbol of writing the corresponds? That is the arrow, which having angle shapes to the both sides. The both side of the segment. Okay, so as like this we can write their corresponding vertices, corresponding sides, corresponding angles, and by using this information we can write the corresponding triangles. So with the help of this information we have to solve many examples in the exercise. But before that we will discuss one more example, how to write and how to identify their corresponding vertices, sides and angles. And here it is the one example. Triangle ABC and triangle PQR are congruent under the correspondence triangle ABC PQR. Okay, now I am going to draw here diagrams of triangle ABC and triangle PQR. So this is my diagram. A, B, C, and here it is P, Q, R. Okay, so I know that here they give us ABC corresponds to PQR. That means A will corresponds to P. If I am going to select the first place of the given name of the alphabet triangles, so I will choose the first alphabet only of the other triangle while writing their corresponding sides, vertices and triangles. Okay, so A is corresponds to P and B corresponds to Q. B corresponds to Q, and as like that C corresponds to R. Okay, so with the help of this information we have to write here the answers of given questions. So what is the question? Write parts of triangle ABC that corresponds to. Okay, what is the first question? We have to write here segment PQ. Okay, so we will write here segment PQ corresponds to 7.1. So there are four questions which are asked in a 7.1, and all the questions we are going to solve in these sessions only. Okay. So exercise 7.1, question number 1. Complete the following statements. Here are some fill in the blanks which are very important in the point of view of our exam. So the first one, two lines segments are congruent if dash. Okay, when we are saying that vertices, not only vertices, most of all segments, angles are congruent when they are in same shape, and most important when they are in the same size, that means in same length. That means when we can say the segments are congruent if they have same length. Very good. So we have to write here if they have same length. Okay. The next one, among two segments angles, one has measures of 70 degree and the measure of other angle is, already we have discussed that when we are saying that all these given parts are congruent to each other when they are in the same size, that means when they are in the same measurement. Okay. So if the angle of one angle measures 70 degree, then the other angle measures also, very good, 70 degree. Third one, when we write angle P is equal to angle D, we actually mean, okay, when we are writing equal to sign, what is the meaning of that equal to sign? The measure of these both angles are same. So what is the actual meaning of that? We have to express in a mathematical way. So what we can write here? Measure angle A, that means the measurement of angle A is equal to measure angle B. Okay. So as like that, we have to solve this fill in the blanks, or we have to complete these statements. Second, real life examples of congruent shapes. Okay. Already we have discussed in the last session by going through the examples related to the congruency. We have discussed about the pages of same book, same stand, okay, same toys of same brand. Okay. So as like that, we have to write the examples here. So I have written here that size of chocolate in same brand chocolate, most favorite of all the children, is it right? Second, size of pens in the same brand. So this size of pen, chocolates, notebooks, bottles, if they are consisting in a same brand, the size of all the objects will be the same. Okay. As like that, we can solve question number 1 and 2. So then now we will move forward for the question number 3 and 4, and both the questions are very, very, very important. So look at here carefully. Okay. So what is the question? Triangle ABC congruent triangle FED. Okay. Listen carefully how I am going to read this congruency. Triangle ABC congruent triangle FED. Under the corresponds ABC correspond FED. Okay. To express this statement in a mathematical way, in the way of mathematical diagram, we will draw here two triangles. Okay. A, B, C, and here I will draw PQR. No, it is FED. FED. And now I will mark this corresponding parts ABC to FED. That means parts of the triangles? Sides and angles. Very good. Now we will write here corresponding angle. Okay. Now we will write here corresponding angles. Okay. So how we have to write the corresponding angles? While writing the corresponding angles, we have to use here we have to use their corresponding sign. Okay. Now look at here. The first one, corresponding angle. Angle A is corresponds to angle F. So angle A corresponds to angle F. As like that second one, angle B corresponds to angle E. And the third one, angle C corresponds to angle D. Then corresponding sides. How many sides having angle? 3 sides. So we will give here 3 pairs. So the first one, segment AB corresponds to segment FE. Then segment BC corresponds to segment BC corresponds to, B corresponds to E. So we will write here first of all E. Then C corresponds to D. So we will write here D. Then the third side is segment AC and it corresponds to, A corresponds to F. So we will write here first of all F and C corresponds to D. So we will write here D. So as like that, segment AC is corresponds to segment FD. So as like that we can solve this third question. Okay, is it easy? So what we have to what we have to do while solving such problems? We have to draw here first of all 2 triangles. Okay, and we have to give their names. And according to the given corresponding way, we have to draw here a dotted line. So it will be easy to find out the corresponding angles and sides of a given triangles. Okay. So now we will move forward our 4th question, that is triangle DEF. What we have to call here? Congruent. Very good. Triangle DEF is congruent to triangle BCA, and write the parts of triangle BCA that corresponds to angle E, segment EF, angle A and segment DA. So what is our first step while solving such problems? Yes, we have to draw here 2 triangles and we have to give their names as per our question. So we will draw here 2 triangles. Here we will write D, E, F, and here we will write B, C, A. And as per given corresponding way, we have to draw here a dotted line. So, what do we have to write here? D to B. So, we will draw here D corresponds to B. Okay. Then E corresponds to C. Now you will say that there is no any statement which express their corresponding way. So it is not necessary. They have given us their congruency. So with the help of that congruency statement, we can find out the corresponding angles and statements also. Okay. So E to C and F to A. Okay. So as like that, with the help of this diagram, we will find out the corresponding parts of this triangle BCA to the given parts of the triangle DA. So the first one, angle E is corresponds to angle E corresponds to C. So we will write here C. Second, segment EF is corresponds to, instead of the word we can use here symbol, which segment E is corresponds to C. look at here, with the help of diagram you can see that F is corresponds to A. So angle F is corresponds to angle A. And the last one, segment BF is corresponds to D is corresponds to B and F is corresponds to A. So segment DF is corresponds to segment BA. So as like that we can solve question number 3 and 4. So dear students, this is very important because we have to solve so many questions in the standard 9 related to the geometry. So this is our basic part. In standard 9 we have to solve many proofs of geometry. Okay, so while solving that problems, it is very important that we have some knowledge about the basic concepts of geometry. So it is a basic concept of geometry related to corresponding and related to their congruency. So this exercise is very important. You have to solve this exercise in your notebook, okay? And watch this video, listen this video again and again. So don't waste your time. Try to do hard and solve this exercise in your notebook. Till then, have a good day.